Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Becca. This is Cosplay.and.books, the channel where I talk about books and then cosplay from the ones that I like the most. And today we are doing my December wrap-up. So it's been a while since I did a wrap-up. I don't do them often because I either forget and then it's too late to do them, or I just don't have the motivation to do them. So, because to be honest, reading a lot of library books makes me not want to do them because I've already turned in the library books and then I have nothing to hold up, and I like holding books up. Anyway, we're gonna go back into the actual December wrap-up. So I was in a massive reading slump at the end of the month. I wasn't reading a lot. That's also another reason why I didn't do wrap-ups, just because there wasn't much to talk about. And I know I should probably have done them anyway, just to say, like, hey, it's okay to not read a million books every single month. But I just always forgot. But December was finally a month that I did read a decent amount, so we're going to talk about it. So, this month I read 9 books, 3,244 pages. I read 2 audiobooks, 1 ebook, and I had 3 DNFs. In case you wanted to know, I have a new little setup that I made. Anyway, so for my average star rating was 4.28. I had 1 3.5 stars, 4 4 stars, 2 4.5 stars, and 2 5 stars. And my highest genre was actually manga this month, with 4 books. All right. So now, first off, we're going to start with the DNFs. I DNF'd 2 books. The first one was Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. I want to finish this. It was kind of a soft DNF. I really do. I liked the idea, the plot behind it, and I really liked the relationship that was blossoming. But I was running out of time. So I had a lot of other books that I needed to read, and it was taking way too long. I also think that the pacing wasn't that great. It felt very, like, strange. Like, there was not enough, like, emotional time. There was so much action happening, and as much as I do like things to happen, I also like when books have, like, a slower time period where there's not a lot happening. Well, there's, like, stuff happening, but it's not, like, super, like, you know, your life is on the line 24/7, which this book was very much where I was. It was very much the characters' lives were on the line 24/7. So I do think I might pick this up again because it did seem interesting, but who knows. The next book that I DNF'd was Witches of New Orleans. I don't remember the author of this. I found this on Everand, and I needed a book to read in public that was short, that I'd be embarrassed to read for Bookemon. And this book was just not fun. It was basically no plot, and it felt very fanfiction-y, which I'm not saying anything is wrong with fanfiction, but it's not what I want in, like, an actual book, you know? So I didn't like it. I got through 50% of it, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. I was able to count it for the prompt, and I was done. It was just not my vibe. I'm sure someone out there might like it, but I just did not. Next up, we have the book that I rated 3.5 stars, which was Death Note Volume 5. After a certain volume of this series, it gets really boring, especially with 2 characters that are in this. I just don't like the characters, and I never have. Even when I first watched the anime, I was like, this is boring, I don't like them. I know some people do, but I don't. After something happens in a certain volume, I'm not going to spoil it because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's reading it. I don't like it. So, I find it boring. I find it annoying. And also, in these volumes, I don't know if anyone who has read Death Note should know this, they talk a lot. There's so much talking in this. Especially Light and Elle, they talk so much. And I love them, but seriously, chill out. Next up, the 4 stars was Death Note Volume 4. This, I honestly couldn't tell you. It's the same thing, honestly. I just didn't like it because was boring, but it was still good. It had some more that I liked more than Volume 5. The other 4 stars was, can you guess it? Death Note Volume 6. This one was almost going to be a 3.5, except that I think the ending was a lot better than the others. I liked the ending a lot. I thought it was better. Also, something I noticed is that after a certain point, try not to spoil it, a certain character in this doesn't do the same thing that they do in the show, which I didn't know that until I was reading it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, because a certain character is supposed to die. I'm not going to say who, because spoilers, and they don't, which is interesting. So that's fun, which is great, because, you know, it's one of my favorite characters, so I'm glad that they didn't die, but, you know. Anyway, next up, continuing with the manga in the 4 stars, was Twisted Wonderland Volume 1. This is a series all about a school called the Twisted, is it called Twisted Wonderland? No, it's called Night Raven College. And basically it is all of these students have something to do with different Disney villains. Specifically, like, there's Maleficent, the Queen of Hearts, I think there's Ursula, there's Scar, there's Hades. There's just, like, the most popular Disney villains. This one is mainly about the, I think it's an all-boys college. But this is basically mainly about the students of the Queen of Hearts house, I guess you could call it. And the main character who gets transported into the Twisted Wonderland world without having any magic, so it doesn't really make sense for him to be there. So, I don't know much about this, but I thought it was good, and I really enjoyed it. Next up on the 4 stars, we have A Prayer for Vengeance by Leanne Schwartz. I listened to this on audio, and I liked it. I think I definitely would have, I don't know if I would have liked it better if it was in like a physical copy, but I did like the audio of it. I listened to it while I was diamond painting, because that was fun. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And there was a lot of action going on, and I think the relationship, not only between the 2 main characters, but also the main character and her sister, were really nice, and also the sister and another character had a little relationship going on. Very cute, very cute. And I really enjoyed the plot. I thought the fact that the character is, like, turning to stone was really cool. But yeah, anyway. I don't have much to talk about, because I don't really remember a lot of it. Next up was The Afterlife Folly Chase by Cynthia Han. This is a Christmas Carol retelling. I rated this 4.5 stars. I thought it was really good. I love Christmas Carol retellings. Personally, I think Christmas Carol is one of my favorite, like, Christmas stories. So I really enjoyed reading this. And I liked the fact that she was still kind of like this, like, mean person, even as Christmas passed. She was still this kind of, like, she never lost her personality throughout the book until, like, the very end. I mean, obviously she, like, had changed a little bit, but, you know, it was still good. The ending was a bit confusing, and I almost didn't like it, but then I did, because I realized that it wasn't a trope that I thought it was going to be. But I think it made sense for the story. If it was any other book, I probably wouldn't have liked it. But because of it being this specific story, it made sense. The next 4.5 stars is I Love You So Mochi by Sarah Kwan, I think is how you say it. Excuse me if I'm saying that wrong. This was a really cute book. Basically, it's just about this girl who travels to Japan to spend spring break with her grandparents, and she meets this boy, and she's basically on this mission to, like, find out what she wants to do with her life, because her original plan that her mom wanted her to do didn't end up working out, and so now she's trying to figure out what she wants to do. And she meets this boy, and they have a cute little relationship, and things happen and it's kind of sad, but it's really cute. I really enjoyed it. All right, now getting into the 2 5-star books. The first one is XOXO by Axio. This is a very cute little book. I love this. It is about a girl who travels to Korea. Her and her mother move to Korea to help her grandmother, and she meets this boy that she had met back in Los Angeles at a karaoke bar that her uncle owned, and they met. They were kind of friends, and when she meets him again in Korea, she realizes, or she finds out, that he is a very famous K-pop idol. So he's in this really like famous K-pop group, and said K-pop group has a dating ban on it, which means that the members can't like have relationships. And I thought it was so cute because they were like running around having this like secret little relationship, and it was so cute. And other characters were like, no, you can't do that. Remember when this happened, or whatever, this scandal happened. And I just loved it. And against all odds, they were trying to get together, and it was very cute, and I enjoyed it a lot. That was my favorite book of December, in case you wanted to know. And the last book, which was another 5 stars, obviously, was Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. This is about a witch, multiple witches, and basically her like coven has excluded dark magic from them, and a few witches still use dark magic, and they're hidden away. But basically every full moon they do this thing called the rush, which is basically where they rush all of their excess magic into the ocean. One day she accidentally misses one by running into a guy. Cute. And so she asks him to help her because he is this like dark wizard or dark witch. He can do dark magic. And they end up falling in love, and it's very cute, but it's like forbidden because he's part of this like dark magic coven, and she's like supposed to marry this what is his name, a governor's son of the mainland, and it's very cute, and I loved it. All right, well, that is my December reading wrap up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.